Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's always a pleasure to be here. This is Relocation, and on this channel, I talk about immigration, my Canada journey, fun stuff, information that can help you while you're settling in Canada as an international student that I was, and yeah, basically any information that could be helpful to you, I'll be glad to share with you. Okay, so today is basically fun stuff, just like chit chat and it's just like, is there any regret for me, or like I'm happy being in Canada? Like when I thought about this thing, like I had it like a deep breath, and I had to think like regret, happy, which one actually? Honestly, I'll be really honest because it's normal for you to have challenges everywhere you are, and it's normal for you to encounter some teething period, especially when you're transitioning into a new phase. And relocation is actually a very big deal. Like it's a real big deal because you're moving away from your comfort zone, like where you have everything literally, to a place where you don't even know what, like, even regardless of what you've heard online or what you read, is entirely different because reality is of course different from you know ESA or what you probably read about or researched about. So like this time you're in it, and then you're beginning to think or have a rethink that did I actually make the right decision. Well, for me, I feel blessed to be here. Of course, I have regrets. I'm going to talk about that first before I talk about, the perks that were there for me and regrets. So, talking about regrets, I think one major regret was leaving my family, my extended family. It was hard. Like, my leaving my parents, my siblings. I know, like, some of my siblings are actually not in Nigeria, like, prior to now, like, prior to even when I left. But notwithstanding, it was still hard leaving anyone behind because, oh my God, like, I'm a very family, centric person, and I carry my family along a lot. And I love all my friends too. I value my relationship. Like, if you're my friend, I value what we share, like, everybody. So, like, relocating was, like, really hard because you're leaving all those things behind and the comfort. See, I used to tell people that if you see any Nigerian that comes here as an international student, or even as a PR, they were not doing bad in Nigeria. Like they were like real G's. They were comfortable. They were not like just there because it's not cheap to come and study in Canada with Nigeria naira, like with Nigeria currency. No, it's not cheap. It's not honestly cheap. So like if you see them, just greet them odogo. So it's a lot to leave behind and come here. But one thing is for sure, it might take a little while, maybe 1 year or two for it to settle, but you would definitely start reaping, your investment, and you definitely start settling and getting to know how things work and getting to, understand the system better, and you'll be happy. So I'll say the regrets, it's just not like regret. I'm not just happy. I wasn't happy, having to, it was a very um painful moment for me. I wasn't happy, right? So but I'm glad, thanks to technology advancement, I can talk to them any time of the day. We still bond, we still keep that bond. I keep bond with my friends, I keep that bond with my family, my friends, my siblings, we still communicate every time. So yeah, what else do I regret? Nothing. I think that's the only regret. And honestly, I feel blessed to be in Canada. I am so happy here. There are a lot of things that like are like perks for me. Uh, Unlike where I come from, we're a developing country. There is no electricity 24/7. Like our national grid is always collapsing. So we trust that it gets better because that's our father's land. That's our homeland. But um, there is a lot of things that is happening that has been happening prior to now, and oh God, which is one of the reasons why a lot of people wanted to relocate so they can get more value for what they do, right? So it's like we're just here for such a time as this. So coming as an international student, um, we were, of course, looking for, exploring ways to settle in Canada, and the international student, route was like a big catch for us. And we came in. It wasn't easy at first, too, honestly. Like moving to a new place is never easy. Like it's never, ever, ever easy. So we just summoned courage, and I think I arrived first, and then my husband and my kids after a couple of weeks. But like it wasn't like so far apart because they already had their visas and stuff like that. And my kids are really happy to be here. My husband is really happy to be here. Like my son literally like says, "Okay, I'm gonna just go to Canada, Nigeria for holiday. I like being in Canada. Like there's electricity, good road network, um, there's security. The weather is beautiful. Yeah, so um, to the perks for me, the one of the major perks was the fact that okay, if you come to Canada, you get additional scoring, like additional rating for having the Canadian experience or for having Canadian certificate. So um there are lots of upcoming policies that are favoring people that are already in Canada. Like it's in focus to ensure that okay, there's a reduction in temporary residence in Canada, so they can easily transition to permanent residence. I'm not saying like it's student routes directly to permanent residency, but like there are several opportunities you can explore as an international student to get yourself and hook yourself right in to that opportunity that is upcoming. So the Canadian experience class is, also very valid because, for example, if you're a student and the husband came, he got a job, if he's worked for like 1,560 hours, or like if he's worked for a year, let me say, he's able to apply under the Canadian experience class for permanent residence in Canada. And you see, within a short period, you are on your way to getting your permanent residency in Canada. So like these are several opportunities that you can explore, while being in Canada. And that's one of the advantage of being in Canada. Provincial nomination opportunities, like for example, I'm familiar with a couple like Alberta and then Ontario. I think I also heard about the New Brunswick route of students coming, getting nominations and stuff like that. But like I am in Ontario, and I'm going to talk basically on the Ontario ones. Um, so there was this new one that came like 2023 that myself and a lot of people benefited from. So prior to now, if you study in Ontario and you did a master's degree, you can apply for direct PR like with your master's degree. But there was none for people that went to college. So a lot of people finish in Ontario and then they want to move to another province so that they can get their nomination and stuff like that. So Ontario came up with this international student stream whereby even if you have a 1 year Canadian certificate from any college in Ontario, you are able to apply under the international student stream employer job offer. Employer job offer indicates that you have a full-time job, or even if it's like two part-time that you can combine, that you've had a couple of hours, or a full-time job that is like at least 30 hours a week, and your employer is ready to fill the employer form for you, and it is not within fixated contract. So you are able to apply under the stream. So a lot of people really tapped into this, and it was really, 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 a very juicy one. So you get opportunity of getting all these things like that. And this Ontario stream is a non express entry pathway. You don't have to go back to the express entry pool and then wait for a nomination of 600 additional points and then wait for ITA. It's not express entry pathway. You apply directly for your PR if you get your nomination approved. Yep. Okay, so also the opportunity that you get global exposure. When you study in Canada, the whole system is different. We have multinationals in kind of like several nationalities. Like I'm always one. Like today, I'm meeting someone from Vietnam. I'm meeting someone from Philippines, someone from India. Like a lot of people, and so are the lecturers. So yeah, you're learning from a very vast mix of people, and this also helps you with, based on your experience. You get a lot of experience in that regard. You're going to also be working with this kind of people, and it's a plus, right? It's a plus because it's not just what you're used to back home. It's entirely different now. So I really, love that part of getting the global experience. And of course, you're going to be internationally certified. So when they are calling your name on that, or you're at a conference and they're calling out, you're trying to read your bio, maybe you're a speaker somewhere, or even if it's just a get together of old students, and you want to, send your stuff. Like things like that are a catch in my home country. So people, read from their bio, like has a degree from so college and University of so in Canada, so in United Kingdom. Like it usually, gives that swelling head thing. So it's always a thing when you had that you have an international experience. Like people, talk to you differently. They clash you differently. They want to, associate with you. So I love that specs about being an international student or studying in Canada. I love that particular one too. And of course, good living standard. The minimum wage is commensurate to living standard. Like not like a minimum wage that cannot afford someone 1 week of feeding. So the minimum wage is commensurate to the living standard. There's good living standard, like I mentioned earlier. There's the weather is beautiful. See my skin before I came and now it has really changed, honestly. I love the weather. It's really, really good on my skin. And of course, the security, education is free for your kids until they are going to to college. Like the living standard is just a lot better, and I love it. I really love it. So I'm glad to be here. I feel very fortunate to be here. I have an amazing community. That's another thing I enjoy here, because I really miss home, right? I miss my family, miss my mom, my kid, my sisters, but I'm here with my husband and my kids. God bless them. And I also, I have a friend that we arrived together, so I'm like surrounded with people that I still know to an extent, and a couple of people that we met on group that were also Nigerians, and they've been really, really nice people. Like people say Nigerians don't help one another, but that's not true. Like I've met a lot of people that have helped me, like they've gone out of their way to help me. And what I found out is when people help other people, some people take them for granted and they just want to shut out. Like some people don't know how to handle things like that. They just want to shut out, and it is not their fault. So please, if anyone does good to you, like the smallest thing is just for you to pay back with kindness, or just not make it worse. Don't make it worse. Just make sure that you make give a better impression. So I love the community here. I love the church that I attend. They are amazing people. We have some foreigners, but like a lot of Africans are there, and I still get all that church vibes, and I love it. I love it. And my aunt is also here in Toronto. She is a life of a party, so like I still get to attend all those I'm there and hang out and stuff. So she's like, "Oh, we have a party." Oh, and of course, once I'm available, myself and my husband, we go. We have fun. So like I still feel very surrounded by family. So like family away from home, like family away from family, and I, I just love it. I just love it. There's no regret. I'll say I'm blessed. I feel very fortunate to be here. And if you're still planning to come to Canada, you can, and I'll definitely advise you to still go for it, whichever route you want to do. I'm rooting for you, honestly, and I believe that you're going to settle in easy. Just wait, God help us settle it easy, and you're gonna find it very easy. I remember when I newly came, we took a proper ride. We're going to Toronto, and we had a couple of people in that bus. Some came in through PR, and others, I think, like several other, like just different people in that bus, and they were sharing their experience. And one particular one that stood out for me, he said, "See, be careful of people you walk around with. Don't move around with negative people, because in Canada, honestly, if you look at the things around, you would be like mad. Like you would think that things are not just working for you. Why are you the only one?" Like I had someone that has come to me crying that why is it only me that things are not working out for, and but I'm grateful to God. The person has a job now, is settling, and things are getting better. But like don't stay around people that would water down your energy, or people that will make you feel worse than you're already feeling. So try to move with people that would, cheer up your spirit, people that would guide you, give you good informations, and people that would ensure that okay, they see to it that you are succeed in what you're doing. Yes. So like the guy told us that see, information is very important, and put your head to the ground, ask questions, meet people, network as much as possible, be optimistic. He said one thing, he said it always gets better. And it's been getting better. God has been faithful. He said that's one thing he realized. He said when he came to, it was really hard on them. He actually came to PR, not even international student. He said at first they were like, "Oh, why did they leave?" Because like I said, people that left Nigeria to come to Canada, they were not small, they were not small in any way. Like so they were like literally very comfortable set of people. So It was like, but over time they started understanding the system and how things work. And now he said he has a house in Waterloo, and then he came to London and bought another one, and that's where he's currently living. And he's doing his businesses. He has his full-time job. He's having fun with his family. Like everything seemed like he's coming together gradually. So don't give up. Don't think that maybe things are just working for you. No, things that are going to work for you. Everybody's time is different, right? But just keep pushing, just keep trying, and I trust that the Lord will back you up to actualization of your dreams and your plans. So that'll be all for today. And the answer is simply that I'm glad to be in Canada. No regrets whatsoever. I miss my family, which is for a fact, but I'm glad to be here. I enjoy being here. My kids enjoy being here. My husband enjoys being here. And with the help of God, for as long as God wants us to be here, we're gonna be here, and we're going to sow in the land. We're going to reap, and we're going to be blessed in the land. And so will you too. And I wish you all the very best in your journey. If you have any questions, please drop them for me in the comment section, and I'll be glad to reply you as soon as I get it. To have a good time. Thank you for coming to my channel today. Enjoy your time, and see you in my next video. Please subscribe, share, comment, please. Thank you, and have a good time. Bye.